Welcome everyone to Mega Life 21, the hardest hitting internet talk radio station on the planet. I'm here live at the Newsletter Censored Research Center in northeastern New Jersey. I am with my mentor and co-host, the Reverend Dr. William J. Eisenman. How are you, sir? You feeling okay?
Feeling okay.
Excuse me, I'm just getting my antioxidant-rich
29th of December.
And 29th of
Near the
December,
end of the year.
2010.
Bye-bye.
The over-commercialized pagan Christmas is over, and now we have New Year's Eve 2011 ahead of us shortly. And just be careful. I know you Americans are into drinking and puking, especially you young spring break Americans. So just be careful. Get home safe. You won't catch me in traffic or fighting subways to Times Square or back again. No way.
No, well.
Anyway, we were talking about the theme of the show from the first video was the fact that the U.S. government, certain politicians somehow forced Trutv to remove one of Jesse Ventura's conspiracy theory episodes on the police state. The FEMA camps that are strategically built have been built in certain districts of the United States with the barbed wire facing inward.
Getting ready to incarcerate anyone who wishes to protest about anything.
You mean the non-compliance?
Yeah, because, as some people are predicting, we're going to be going through those food problems, financial problems, no jobs, employment,
the economy, the employment getting
like
worse.
Like France and like Greece and like Ireland and maybe our people might get out into the street.
Well,
maybe.
Well, we had 14 million additional people run out of their federal extensions to unemployment, Dr. Bill.
There you go.
In December, the beginning of December, and you told me that every time somebody runs out of their federal extensions, they are taking off of the statistics list.
The roll, yeah.
The roll,
the unemployment roll, but they're still unemployed.
So if the government says we're at a 9% unemployment rate,
you can double that easily.
Double it, yeah, double it.
And the fact of the matter is, like we pointed out in some of the other videos, that under George W. Bush, he should have created somewhere around 14,400,000 jobs in his 8 years. He did not. He only created. I'm not giving him credit for creating them, but only 1 million jobs were created under George W. Bush. Then along comes Obama, and 8 million more jobs are lost during his 2 years. Now, those jobs are gone. How is the economy going to ever recover when those jobs are gone?
Yeah.
Unless you create new manufacturing.
Right.
Say in the green area.
Oh yeah, the rip-off green. The green area is wonderful, by the way, but they're ripping people off, whether it be solar panels on the roof or
ethanol,
or that new thing, that new system that purifies diesel fumes, diesel fuel, so it gives off clean emissions. There's something called blue. I saw it the other day on the news.
You're not talking about biodiesel.
It's something that processes diesel fuel to cause it to give off clean emissions. Every business associated with the green movement is pretty much price gouging Americans and ripping them off.
Well, that's the problem then, and you're not going to create those jobs unless you actually seriously do something in that area, because where else are the jobs going to be created? Where else? They're gone from the industries that they were in. Those industries are gone overseas. So the only way you're going to create new jobs is to create new industries. And the only new industries that we need are green industries. But like you said, it's like the food industry. The food industry is now wants to call everything they do, whether it's genetically modified foods, whether it's irradiated foods, they want to call it all natural. And what does that do to the people who are really producing natural foods?
You mean so-called all-natural, certified, organic fruits and vegetables that are not, in the strict sense, in the traditional sense, really pure, certified,
right,
organic food produced in pristine areas.
But they want that label.
Like, for instance, Dr. Gary Knowles' fruits and vegetables are grown on pristine farms.
And he's a certified natural,
yeah,
so, organic farmer.
So when you buy Gary Knowles', let's say, green stuff or red stuff, or greens and grains, you're getting the real, the finest certified organic pure produce.
Right,
basically.
but the big producers want that label so that they can fool people into thinking that their foods, their veggies, whatever they're selling, are the same as somebody who's producing organic.
Well, look at the horrible Monsanto, for God's sakes. Forcing internationals, they have to stick their Pinocchio nose in other countries, forcing international farmers to buy their sterile, genetically modified seeds. Which means the produce from the Monsanto seed does not produce seeds like normal fruits and vegetables produce.
That can be used the next year.
They're sterile.
Right.
I mean, they're if there is a seed, it's non-productive, I guess.
Right. Right.
Yeah, they have to keep on buying new seeds every year from Monsanto. Isn't that called a racket, Dr. Bill?
No kidding. Of course it's a racket. That's what it's all about.
And the two-party system in Washington don't do anything about it.
No, because they're paid off. They're bought and sold.
Did you know that...
the best Congress money can buy.
From what I understand, Hillary Clinton was in Africa trying to push the genetically modified seeds from Monsanto on African farmers. These people are poor. The worst poverty probably in the world is in African countries. Why is she pushing this racket? This capitalist racket on poor countries. She's a Democrat. She's a Democrat. She's supposed to care about the poor people in Africa and the poor farmers in Africa.
She's supposed to care about the poor people in America.
We got a problem here, folks.
Big one.
We got a big problem here.
Huge one.
Unbelievable. Between the destroying the Constitution and the First Amendment and habeas corpus and Fifth Amendment, blah, blah. Not the Fifth Dimension that sang the Age of Aquarius. I'm sorry, the Fifth Amendment. I know there's a lot of nincompoops out there who hang out on the internet that do not listen and read the content of, that's probably why the most popular videos are all the stupid, idiotic, sexually oriented, and dumb videos.
Or how to put on makeup.
Oh my God, how to put on makeup. Cosmetology. Hundreds of thousands of hits. Or if Snooki farts in somebody's face, I don't know, maybe 1 million hits.
Big deal. Big deal.
Big deal. Now, supposedly, Tony Testosterone, otherwise known as Brian Slate, and my other buddy, Little Jimmy Pesto, otherwise known as Jimmy Liguori, supposedly has photos that they have not sent me yet of the second encounter of Tony Testosterone with Snooki.
Further adventures of Snooki.
Snooki and Brian Slate, otherwise known as Tony Testosterone. I'm still waiting for those photos. It was in Atlantic City at some kind of ultimate UFC, ultimate fighting event. It took place recently. Yeah. But anyway, so Anyway, getting back to politics and the state of the country. Doesn't this fall right in line with Bible prophecy? With, let's say, the Constitution being slowly destroyed, the corporate plutocracy, corporate-controlled plutocracy with the fascism, denying people their constitutional rights, the freedom of speech.
The country being eaten out from the within, destroyed from within.
Like Nikita Khrushchev, like Nikita Khrushchev said back in the 60s, right?
We will destroy you!
Well,
boom, boom, and bang your shoe.
What is that? Ivan Drakov? I shall break you? No, I'm talking about when he said the United States shall destroy itself from within.
Oh, you said that? I don't know who said that.
Nikita Khrushchev. During the Cold War.
Oh,
no, he did. He made some sort of statement of
well,
that
yeah,
nature.
we will destroy you.
No, the United States will deteriorate because of the way.
Oh, well, that was the theory of communism. Communism will eventually destroy capitalism.
Well, the problem is communism and socialism, when it's not corrupted, takes care of everybody fairly and evenly. But you know, competition, by the way, is of Satan. And yeah, competition is of Satan. And conservatives that embrace that kind of a system of competition and crushing your competition and monopolies and all that stuff.
It's of the devil.
Sure, it's of the devil, but this whole thing is whole totalitarian corporate plutocracy where the elitists are in control. That's all in line with Bible prophecy, Book of Revelations, you know, well, Reverend Bill.
The way we conduct our economy is certainly not in line with the Bible's economics, God's economics. Certainly not.
Yeah.
Not at all. No. So, our capitalism is amoral.
It's amoral.
It's only amoral.
And you always say politics is pathological.
In fact, yeah, but what they've done is the conservatives and Republicans have done a masterful job of bringing together capitalism, religion, and making it like if you speak bad of either of those, you are unpatriotic. You are running down our country. They've done a masterful job of weaving those things together when they have nothing to do with each other. And if we were in a Christian nation, we'd certainly be taking care of our poor. Not like we do.
Oh, you mean the so-called Christianity of right-wing conservative Republicans that are supposed to be close to God? Heaven forbid. They're supposed to take care of the poor. The Bible is loaded with information about giving to the poor.
A bunch of hooey.
It's bullshit. They're counterfeit Christians. It's false. So liberals, who are supposed to be wicked, secular
demons,
humanists and demons,
baby killers.
Yeah, baby killers, are actually much closer to the God of the Bible than conservative Republicans. Oh, by the way, the Bible says nothing about a fertilized egg or an embryo that breathes like a fish being a real live human being. Isn't that true, Dr. Bill?
It says nothing about abortion. Right. Nothing at all.
No, I mean
all these ideas. Well, let's put it in real terms of what the Bible says. God may not like the fact that if you aborted babies or whatever, fetuses or embryos, he may think it as a taking away of potential children for him. But as far as abortion is concerned, or a woman's right to choose what she wants to do with her own body, that's our decisions to make as a people. God gave human beings, when He threw them out of the garden, 6,000 years to do things our own way.
Okay.
And hopefully to learn from bad things. So God right now is not interested in things like abortion or that kind of stuff. Now, Pat Robertson,
and all right-wing fundamentalists, the evangelical Christians,
just opened his flopping mouth and has said that, excuse me, the blizzard that we just experienced was to stop gay people from going to gay places and having gay fun and all of this stuff. And the poor people who were not gay and were held up at airports and all the other nonsense, well, maybe they got some gayness in them or something. The man is nuts!
Why is every natural disaster directly related to a form of punishment by God on people that right-wing fundamentalist religious nuts just don't like? They don't approve of them. Why can't it just be an act of science, a natural part of the weather? The National Weather Bureau
says, God said, the rain falls on the rich and the poor alike.
The rain falls on the rich and the poor alike. That's why innocent men, women, and children that were good and innocent perished. Well, isn't it similar to
5 kids?
What Pat Robertson said about the earthquake in Haiti?
Yeah.
Because of voodoo. Ken Create says the same thing to me. He's he's right wing also.
They're nuts.
These people
they're out of their mind.
9/11 was to punish. Everything was to 9/11 might be God's way of punishing greedy free market capitalism.
However, God is not punishing people now.
But it's the problem. You mean the time frame?
Yeah. This is not the time. Because He's not interested in everybody saving them or everything. Why would He be punishing them?
Well, these right-wing fundamentalists seem to be part of the rapturous mentality. They think everyone that repents is automatically saved and will be raptured up in the sky, where in reality the only people that are going to be raptured are the elect to rule at New Jerusalem, and everybody else has to await Judgment Day before they get everybody who has ever lived.
There are 2 more resurrections after that.
2 more resurrections.
There's 3 resurrections in the Bible. And, of course, we get back to that old chestnut. If there are resurrections, how can there be the immortal soul?
Oh, the immortal soul.
Theory.
Because there are certain, like what Ken Create was telling me, there are certain verses in the Bible that refer to people going somewhere after they die.
The only place
and he insists he can prove it.
Well, then bring them out. Because the only place they go after they die is in the grave.
The great...
dirt sleep.
The great dirt sleep. And that includes Mary.
Mary sleeping.
But what about who was the artist that painted the ascension of Mary into heaven?
A lot of them.
Was that Michelangelo?
A lot of them.
A lot of them.
A lot of them.
The coronation of Mary. They show
the Annunciation.
Annunciate, a crown going on her head. But anyway, Bible prophecy is falling into place. I mean, the poor, the ratio of the middle class turning into the poor is increasing. The unemployed rate is increasing higher than what the government tells you. People running out of their federal extensions to unemployment is increasing. The deficit is increasing. Outsourcing of our American jobs are increasing.
And the conservatives keep saying, there's jobs out there.
Yeah, all the conservatives insist that there are jobs out there. What a bunch of bullshit. And and by the way, more middle class people that have a little baby pot to piss in You know, because a lot of Americans don't have any pot to piss in.
They're living in tents.
But these Tea Party protesters that will probably never see a high income tax bracket, who are voting Republican now, as in recently in November for the Congress, they continue to believe conservative propaganda lies about the fact that conservative Republicans blame everything on liberal Democrats and tax and spend, pork barrel spending. Oh, they don't like pork barrel spending, the Republicans, unless it's for the military and Wall Street bailouts. Then they like pork barrel spending. They like spending, rather, your money. And they continue to believe the lies, not realizing that it was Ronald Reagan in the 1980s that shifted the tax burden to from the rich to the poor and the middle class. So it all falls into Bible prophecy, you know, with the beast, and
then you got the
Antichrist.
Then you got the balloon guy here in New Jersey saying that we have to sacrifice. Well, the rich have not sacrificed in the last 30 years.
Why doesn't Chris Christie sacrifice? Why
Chris Christie, my friend, is not. That's correct. He's on vacation. He's not in New Jersey with an emergency.
State of emergency, a blizzard. Isn't he taking a rather long vacation in New Jersey?
Oh, yeah. He's been
in our
for a
state.
long time.
And
Mr. Obama is in Hawaii.
Is Chris Christie perhaps in the tropics as we speak, enjoying himself?
He is, but he's supposed to be in New Jersey.
Not even
and the lieutenant governor is gone.
His lieutenant governor is not in the state of New Jersey during the state of emergency blizzard.
My, we are helpless.
Oh, by the way, has he taken a cut in pay, Chris Christie?
No.
What is he making, 175 grand a year? He hasn't taken a cut.
Plus a food budget.
Oh, that's right. We have a little joke flying around here at Newsletter Censored and Mega Life 21. If Chris Christie gave up some of his grocery bill, the homeless, the poor and the homeless of New Jersey will be well fed. Oh, well. But anyway, that's it. We're running late. Here's to your health.
For the new year.
Happy New Year 2011, which is coming up soon. The countdown to 2012. Ooh.
And I hope it's better than this year.
The end of the Mayan calendar. I'm telling you, if everything goes to plan according to Bible prophecy, expect no improvement in America. Citizens that believe your politicians, that believe the two-party system, expect no improvement, because it's not prophesized to happen. The only thing I can tell you is
we're on the skids.
What?
We're on the skids.
We're on the skids. Is that like Skid Row?
Well, skids going down.
Oh. The only thing I could tell you from Newsletter Censored and Mega Life 21 is, please, like Jesse Ventura said, don't vote. Don't just settle and vote for the lesser of the two evils just because you think only a Democrat or a Republican is qualified to do the job. That's business as usual. You go by your instinct, go by your gut, and if you want to vote outside the two-party system and vote independent, like I will from now on, you know what? Do so. Hopefully enough Americans will feel the same way. But other than that, Happy New Year 2011. All right. Say so long.
Hasta la vista.
All right. Bye-bye.